Hi guys, today I want to introduce you to one of my quick fix suppers that is full of flavor, and best of all, it doesn't take too long to create. This is my pasta drop soup and it is super delicious. We're gonna start off by making up a really quick soup base. To a pan, we're gonna get in there with a little bit of olive oil, and we're gonna fry off some onion and some celery to give us those lovely base flavors. We're going for a lot of greens in this recipe, so I've got some asparagus, some spring onions, but we're gonna start off with our onions and a little bit of celery just to give you that kind of roundness and sweetness from the onions and that slight bitter touch from the celery. We're gonna fry this off for about 2 to 3 minutes, just until the onions soften out and the celery is also a little bit more tender. And once it fries off like this, you want to hit it with a tiny touch of black pepper and a little bit of sea salt. While they're sweating down like this, I'm just going to turn down the temperature slightly, and we're going to prepare our asparagus and our spring onions. With asparagus, you want to basically take off the woody end. So if you kind of press it like here, you'll see that it gives a little bit, and you're looking for that snap. So basically, I line up the rest of the asparagus, slice off where that snap happened, and you have your asparagus good to go. Now, for this soup, I want to get my asparagus looking pretty good, so I'm going to slice on the diagonal, just giving it a nice little bit of shape and a nice texture in a soup like this. Okay, we've just about got all the asparagus done right now, and I can smell that my onions and celery have softened down. They've got a lovely sweet aroma in the air. So this is looking pretty good. Now, basically, this is the bones of our base to this soup. So to this, we're going in there with some good quality chicken stock. And you want to bring this up almost to the top of the pot. Make sure that you get the best quality chicken stock or veggie stock for this recipe, because it will make all the difference to the flavor. So let's bring this up to temperature, and then let's prepare up our spring onions. Again, we're going to do pretty much the same thing as I'm doing with the asparagus. You just want a nice bit of texture as you slice these up. Okay, we've got our spring onions sliced up, our asparagus is good to go, we've got the cabbage, we've got the peas, and we've got the tortellini. So it's time to drop all of this right here in the soup. And the great thing is, all this cooks at the same time, and it cooks really quickly. So in there with the cabbage, our beautiful little peas, and of course in there with these tortellini. They cook off for about 3 to 4 minutes, just until that pasta is nice and al dente and the asparagus is beautifully tender. Right, we are in business. This has had its cooking time, and as you can see, the pasta's plumped up. Everything looks nicely cooked through, so I'm gonna turn the temperature right on down, and we're gonna serve this up. Now, a simple soup like this doesn't need much else to it, but I do have a few little extras that I like to add just to finish this off. You can see that it is an ultimate bowl of proper comfort food. You've got all those fresh flavors. But to finish it off, I have a tiny touch of pesto, but a nice dollop of this stirred through the soup makes all the difference to the flavor. To this, I'm gonna add a few little leaves of basil. I'm just gonna tear these in and around the soup. Nice little fresh hit of flavor from the herbs. And then for an extra little hit of cheesy goodness, we've got some pecorino slices just shaved over the top here. You can see already this is comfort food in a bowl. And a last little touch, just because I can't help myself, is a tiny little bit of olive oil just drizzled over. And look, I think I'm nearly done, but last little touch is some sea salt. This is a proper little bowl of absolute comfort food. You can see just in all those textures and colors that this is a really pleasing bowl to dig into. And now I'm just gonna stop talking because I need to eat some of this because it looks so damn good. So grab up a little bit of that pasta, some of that lovely broth. You know what, with that little basil hit really makes a difference. If you want this recipe, it is a super quick and simple dinner option. You will get it in the box below over on my website. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment in the box below letting me know if you like the look of this gorgeous little tortellini pasta drop soup. And until then, happy soup making, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Goodness. So, we're gonna start off, but why do we have pasta? Now, the great thing about this little store-bought